Salutations to all our future judges. This video would be the first part of a new session based on the voting given in the community tab. Based on your request, this video is being published now. In this particular session, answers would be given to the questions of the subscribers as well as the viewers. In addition to response to the important comments raised by our subscribers or viewers. And in this, various questions would be answered which would be helpful to people who are aspiring to become judges or who want to succeed in any judicial exam. And in addition to this, various questions would be clarified or comments would be responded to, by which you can get an idea of what this channel is planning in future or what are the things which could come in future. It would help you to plan yourself or plan your studies. I hope this kind of videos would be very helpful to you. As a gesture of thankfulness to the commenters who have spared their time to post a comment in this channel, the name of the top commenters would be published along with a screenshot showing their name. I really thank those who have been posting comments on a regular basis, based on which they got highest number of hearts, which is an appreciation provided by the YouTube channel. So for this first video, the top commenter is Advocate Madras High Court. He has not given his name. He has simply given his name as Advocate Madras High Court. So I thank him for posting comments on a regular basis and receiving the highest number of hearts. The next top commenter is Ms. Uma Devi. I thank you, Ms. Uma Devi, for posting comments on a regular basis, making this YouTube channel more interactive. The next top commenter is Mr. Akhil MP. So he was more worried that videos were not posted on a regular basis. He said, like, for the past 1 week I didn't see your post, sir. Are you okay, sir? So he is more concerned in getting videos on a regular basis, and he has been a top commenter. He has been posting comments on a regular basis, and based on which he got the highest number of hearts from this YouTube channel. I thank you, Mr. Akhil, for posting comments on a regular basis. Now let us move on to the question and answer session, wherein the comments of the viewers and subscribers would be responded to and their questions would also be answered. The first question is from Nikhil Ganesh Rajasekharan. He says, happy to see you back, sir, after a long time, for sharing your knowledge. Here, very informative, sir. Add some relevant latest case laws also, sir. Take care of your health and be safe, sir. I thank you, Mr. Nikhil Ganesh, for the care you have shown. And I'd really appreciate the interest you have shown in knowing case laws. Certainly, I'll try my level best to post the case laws as quick as possible. Since I'm doing it all alone, it's not that easy to post all videos along with case laws, but however, I'll try my level best to do it. The next question is from Malarmati Sendil Kumar. She has said, sir, now I'm studying final year of BA LLB. After finishing law, can I write civil judge exam without any experience? Answer me, sir. Madam, let me make it very clear to you. If you've crossed 27 years of age, you need to have 3 years of experience. If you are not crossed 27 years of age, which means you are less than 27 years of age. In that case, without any experience, you can directly write the civil judge exam provided you have cleared your BA LLB, or we call it as the law degree. If you have completed your law degree, you can very well write the exam without any experience if your age is less than 27 years. Now let us move to the next question. Next question is from Mahendra Prabhu. Sir, I don't know why. You are teaching awesome, but why so low viewers? I pray to God you will be in fame soon. Let me make it very clear to you, Mr. Mahendra Prabhu. The intention of this channel is not to bring fame to me. The intention is to teach people, to make them as good judges and make them as a role model to the people or the forthcoming generation. So the views are very important. Equally, the people who are viewing are also equally important. I would like to go for better quality rather than better quantity. However, I thank you, Mr. Mahendra Prabhu, for taking so much interest and saying this. I personally thank you for supporting the channel also. Next question is from Narayanan Shivakumar. Can I get your number or mail ID, sir? My mail ID is jetjudges, jetjudges, jetjudges at gmail.com. This is my email ID. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on this email ID. The next question is from Mr. Legal. Sir, I am final year student, BA LLB. Let me know the approximate or guess date of upcoming CJ exam. I want to know whether I am eligible to write the upcoming CJ exam. Mr. Legal, let me make it very clear to you. If you are completing your BA LLB within 27 years, say if you are 26 years of age and you have completed your BA LLB, you are eligible to write the exam without any experience. If you have completed your 27 years of age, you need to have 3 years of experience to write the civil judge exam. And you have asked when the exam could come or what is the date of upcoming CJ exam. Let me make it very clear to you, those who have got selected in 2020 have not been appointed yet. So after their appointment, they will check out the vacancies. Then based on the availability of vacancies, they'll call for the next batch of people for the civil judge exam. So based on that, I estimate maybe by the end of this year, that is 2021 end, or by 2022, there could be a call for this civil judge exam. The next question is from Monisha Gopalan. Sir, thanks a lot for making videos of this kind. It is of great help to the whole of law community and waiting for your next videos. Sir, please do more videos on all major acts. And I request you to give a detailed syllabus for APP and civil judge exams, sir. What are the major acts and the minor acts to be covered for these kind of exams? Ms. Monisha Gopalan, there is a playlist created separately for this civil judge exam. So if you go into that particular playlist, you'll get all details related to the civil judge exam. You need to watch all those videos. Once you watch all those videos, you'll get a very clear idea as to what are all the major acts which are being asked, what are all the minor acts which are being asked. So it will be very helpful to you if you watch all the videos. And in addition to this, with respect to APP, too soon I am planning to put a video. However, due to some time constraint, I am not in a position to post those videos. However, I am trying my level best to post this as quick as possible. The next comment is from Mr. Parameshwaran V. Sir, kindly continue remaining chapter of CPC. Yes, Mr. Parameshwaran, the CPC will be continued along with other videos. Wherever required, I'll try to post minor acts as well as other connected subjects to the judicial exams. And in addition to this, I'll be posting videos on the latest updates and the latest news regarding the developments in law. In addition to this, CPC will also be continued, so you need not worry about it. Mr. Doctor has requested, sir, please continue the CPC lectures. Yes, Mr. Doctor, certainly the CPC lectures will continue and I'll try to post as much videos as possible in CPC. This is a second comment from Mr. Doctor. He says like, sir, please do lectures on transfer of property. Yes, Mr. Doctor, I would like to do lectures on transfer of property as well. But once the acts which have been taken is completed, I'll try to post videos on transfer of property as well. The next comment is from Abargitan Saravana Sundaram. Please do more videos on judicial exam. The channel's name itself would reflect that it is for judicial exams. So obviously more videos would be done on judicial exams, and I hope you have seen all the previous videos. If you have not seen all those previous videos, please do watch all the old videos. They are absolutely useful for the judicial exams. They will prepare you for the judicial exams. I hope it would be of great help to you if you would watch all the previous videos. In addition to this, more videos are in offering. The next question is from Priyan Nice. How to download previous question paper, sir? Many have asked this question, and I would like to explain as to how you can download the previous question paper. I hope you have asked with respect to the civil judge exam. I'll practically show you how you can download the previous year question paper from the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission website. Now, since many of you have asked as to where you can get the previous year question papers, I'm going to show to you practically as to how you can download the previous year question papers from the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission website. Now on the screen you see the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission website. Here you can see recruitment. So in that, if you go further down, you'll get question papers, answer keys. So now you can go to this objective type or previous year question papers, whichever you want. For example, now I'll go to this objective type answer keys. Here you see name of the post and services. You see this here. So in this you have to check where is the civil judge exam. See, now you get this civil judge in the Tamil Nadu State Judicial Service. So now if you go there and click here, you will get preliminary examination objective type with subject code. If you click on this, you get the question paper along with answer keys. So if you go to the previous question papers, you can get that there as well. So you should go into the recruitment, go to the question papers, descriptive type, objective type, previous year question papers. You can select among these three options. You can go inside, you have to find out the civil judge exam. If you click on that, you will get the previous year question papers. I hope this was helpful to you. Any question paper of the exam which is being conducted by the Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission can be obtained in this format. The next comment is from Miss Uma Devi. Nice job, sir. One doubt, sir. Whether we can write APP as a fresher. Miss Uma Devi, you cannot write the APP exam as a fresher. You need to have experience. Kindly put videos related to jobs after LLB. Certainly, your comment would be taken into consideration. I'll try to put a video on the jobs which are available after LLB, and it requires a little bit of homework which I need to do. However, I'm trying to collect all those details little by little. Once that homework is done, I'll certainly put a video in this regard. The next question is from Bhavita B. Nice explanation, sir. I am expecting more video from you regarding CPC 75 sections along with the orders and rules. Thank you for your contribution, sir, for clear explanation. Ms. Bhavita B, thank you for supporting the channel. I will certainly post more videos on Civil Procedure Code. I'll try to complete the Major Act step by step. As you know, we are doing it on a regular basis, on a consistent basis. So the entire act would be completed. However, since it is a very big major act, it may take some time to complete all those provisions, orders and rules. However, I'm trying my level best to do it as quick as possible. The next question is from Tamil New. Sir, before end of this lockdown, put all CPC section lecture. It's my request. Thank you, Tamil new for your request. However, CPC is a very big code, you know that it is a major act. So it will take some time to complete all the provisions, all the orders and rules. However, I'll try my level best to make it as quick as possible. However, completing it within the period of lockdown may not be practically possible. I hope you understand the situation and support the channel further. There are three questions from Mr. Giri Jr. His first question is, Sir, please continue this series, sir. We all waiting CPC. Mr. Giri knows the fact that I got infected with COVID. So I was not in a position to post any videos since my throat got infected. However, I will certainly continue with the CPC series. Don't worry. Frequently, we will be getting videos on CPC. And the second question from Mr. Giri Jr. is, Sir, let me know whether this act is applicable for CJ exam. He is asking about the Tamil Nadu Prevention of Damage and Loss Act 1992. Mr. Giri Jr. and those who are writing the civil judge exam, let me make it clear to you. Questions can be asked from any minor act. It could be a central act, it could be a state act, it could be any minor act. So you can expect questions from minor acts as well. However, it is not stipulated as to how many questions they will ask from minor acts. Generally, they state that it is only for illustrative purposes. The syllabus what we are given is not exhaustive. So it means that they can ask questions even from the syllabus what they have not given. Questions can be asked from major act as well as minor act. That is what the presumption we get from the notification what they issue. And third question is, Sir, superb lecture. Thank you, Mr. Giri, for your compliments in this regard. What is the difference between discharge and acquittal? Acquittal is given after conducting the case. They'll examine the witnesses. After examining the witnesses, they'll mark all those documents, or during the examination, they will mark the documents. The judge will go through everything, and whatever be the procedures provided under Criminal Procedure Code, they'll follow all the procedures. Then after completing trial, they'll say like this person seems to have not done the crime. Then based on that, they will give acquittal. So after the case is completed, when somebody is being released from the case, it is called as acquittal. What is discharge? While seeing the case itself, the judge will understand that there is no prima facie. Prima facie means there should be something which shows that there is an offense which is being committed. For example, if someone would say that a person has stolen rocks from moon, it is not practically possible. So the judge, on seeing itself, the judge can understand that this is not at all practically possible. So in that case, in the beginning itself, a person can file a petition for discharge under CRPC. So once he files that petition, if the judge is convinced that the offense is not possible at all, in that case, in the beginning stage itself, the court can release that person, saying that the person is discharged. So all the charges against him will be dropped. So discharge means in the beginning itself a person is released. Acquittal means after conducting the case, based on the evidences, a person is released. So that is the difference between a discharge and acquittal. I hope you understood the difference between discharge and acquittal, Mr. Giri. If you are not understood, please let me know by way of comments. And if you have understood, you can express that by way of a comment. It will be helpful to me. The next comment is from G. Geeta. Sir, I refer ATC books. It contains Tamil and English text. Translation better or not? Please tell me, sir. Let me explain to you, Miss Geeta. It is better to learn all the acts both in Tamil and English because it will help you in translation in the main examination. Because many people fail in the main examination because of translation. Translation carries more weightage in certain papers, so it is always better to learn the acts in both English as well as Tamil, because translation cannot be learnt within a day's time. It is a gradual process which you need to do on a regular basis. The next comment is from Saranya. Yes. Uh, Thank you so much, sir. Most of the YouTube channel law related only Hindi or English, but our channel, our mother tongue Tamil, very crystal clear teaching of Tamil medium students and advocates, sir. Thank you, Ms. Saranya, for this compliment. I really would appreciate the interest you have shown to learn the act in Tamil language. There are videos in English as well in our channel, and there are videos in Hindi as well in our channel. However, due to time constraint, the videos in Hindi and English have not been posted, but too soon they would also be posted if time permits. It's always better to learn both in English as well as in Tamil, because your language skills will improve if you try to learn the same act in two languages. It will be helpful to your exam as well, wherein you can score more marks. The next comment is from Tamil New. Brother, could you please give us a CPC Tamil Bar Act PDF? If you will upload it on your video description, we will get benefit through your channel. This is my request. As one of the subscribers of your channel, I expect good answer from you, brother. Thank you, Tamil New, for asking this. I would like to post the CPC Tamil Barak, but honestly, I don't have a Barak in Tamil. If you want, the Tamil Baraks are available in the local bookshops. You can buy them. Generally, what I do is I read the English text, I translate them in Tamil, and then I try to explain that in Tamil to you. So if you watch the videos on a regular basis, you will understand the English text which is shown on the screen, as well as the Tamil meaning for those words. So it will be helpful to you in your main exam, particularly during translation. The next question is from Mr. Akil MP. Thank you, sir. Whether this act will come for civil judge examination, sir, or else for district judge examination, sir. Questions from minor acts can be asked in civil judge examination, district judge examination, as well as the assistant public prosecutor examination. So any minor act, they can ask question. So all the acts are connected. All the acts are very important for both the civil judge examination as well as district judge examination. So please prepare yourself in minor acts as well as in major acts. The next comment is from Mr. Deepak. Well explained. Thank you, sir. Few more minor act if possible. Thank you, Mr. Deepak, for your compliment. I will certainly post more minor acts. I'm working on it right now. Once it is done, I'll post video on that as well. If you want to work for the betterment of this channel, if you want to support the society, please do share the channel with your friends. Ask them to subscribe the channel. Please watch the videos on a regular basis so that you get good knowledge of the act. And moreover, if you watch the video, please don't forget to watch it again so that whatever act has been taught, you can revise it on a regular basis. So please do leave a comment if you want to say something about the videos which has been posted, and do press the thumbs up button if you like the video, and do subscribe the channel and do share the channel with your friends. Let us join hands together and contribute for a learned society. Thank you.